Good morning. Welcome to the Country and Hard Rock Show. So, because the last time Hard Rock was a little cranky and sad because we didn't have any rocks in the picture. So,
Cranky and sad, huh?
you get that way a lot. You're like
I'm a finely tuned machine, son.
you're like a cat with anxiety problems. And he was sad that we had no rocks. So this time we have very little country and a whole lot of rocks.
Amen to that.
So we got rocks and more rocks. And people all over the world, they love rocks. I mean, that's kind of what keeps you in business, rocks.
Yeah, I've had a good life making money off rocks.
Some people, they laugh at me because I pick up a rock and I'm like, this is a cool rock. It's round and it's got some points. It's got some color and it's hard. Hence the saying, like I coined that phrase, hard as a rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But some rocks are truly softer than others.
They are.
Kind of like people.
They are. That is true.
And some people are like geodes. They're really ugly on the outside, but they're really beautiful on the inside.
That is so true. Are you talking about being sensitive? Is that what you're trying to get to? Did I hurt your feelings?
I hurt my own feelings when I was trying to goof off the one time in my life and lost my phone out the side by side.
There's a verse in the Bible.
You notice what color that is with my cover off of it.
Blends right in. It's camo green. There's a verse in the Bible that says, pride cometh before destruction.
Yep.
And a lot of times in my life where I've been trying to be funny and silly and stuff, and it doesn't always work out so well.
Nope.
So I got in trouble last night with my wife, and she was coming down the stairs in her sweatpants and her cowboy hat because she had forgotten to take it off. And this isn't going bad, I promise. So I was kind of chuckling. And so I took a picture of her to send it to her phone, because sometimes I do that. And then she fell down the stairs.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And of course, in human relationships, it's kind of like counseling session. In human relationships, it's very easy to take your aggression or your anger of something else in your life out on your spouse, because your spouse is somebody that lives with you all of your life. And so,
is that like egress?
Yes, kind of like egress. Your egress and your emotions. And so it's
a lot of E's there.
Yes.
You got egress, emotion,
yeah, and anger.
They don't start with an E.
As typical in any relationship, there's always those who lash out, and I'm not speaking ill of my wife at all. She is such a sweetheart, and I felt so bad that she fell down the stairs, and but it was kind of cute. But
cute.
I didn't say that.
Her rolling down the steps is cute. She's gonna watch this.
We're gonna leave it at that. And
she'll watch this.
We're gonna leave it at that. But my finger's black and blue because she kind of threw her phone at me and it hit my finger. But that happens in life. I'm just trying to share a little bit of marital advice and marital counseling.
I don't think I got any good marital advice out of that.
You don't think you got any marital advice out of that?
You talked about sending a lady that just fell down the steps a picture of her because she was tired and forgot something.
Yes.
And that's marital advice.
No, the marital advice is not to take it personally when you get attacked, because sometimes in marriage and sometimes in our relationships, we get very stressed out about external circumstances and external forces that can affect our moods. Have you ever been moody? Do you ever lash out at your spouse because of moodiness? I should be getting paid for this. Like this should be like I don't know, how much do they charge? I heard counselors charge like $175, like a half an hour session or something.
Don't know. I should charge you then $1,000 an hour to hang out in my beautiful creek that's got no water at all in it. We are actually sitting in the creek bed.
What if we had a flash flood? We might die. We might drown.
I think we'd have to have rain first.
That is is true. That is true.
There's no reservoir above us that could erupt. See, I tried using that E word. Energize the creek, E word.
Yeah, if it rained hard enough for a couple days, we would
Influenced our thoughts to run.
we would definitely be underwater, wouldn't we? It gets that high in here, doesn't it?
No, not really.
Really?
It does. This is a dry creek.
A dry creek.
It literally stops the second the rain stops, typically.
So,
One time, it was almost out of the banks.
really?
One time. And 35 minutes later, we came down to pick up all the fish that were in the creek.
Really?
Yep.
A lot of fish.
Don't know how they got there.
Huh.
There were some big catfish.
Did you eat them?
No, we turned them back. I just didn't want them dying everywhere, and then the raccoons and the stink and the maggots and all that crap. 'Cause I
But then
enjoyed
you
it.
could have hunted the raccoons and eaten them.
I don't hunt.
Well, come this
I hunt
fall.
rocks. See, here's the thing about hunting rocks. I don't have to have a license. I don't have to have a season. I ain't got to worry about leases and permits and people besides trespassers and geopoachers.
Come this fall, we're going to be out in hunting blind together.
I might go to the hunting blind with you, and I will guarantee you I can do a couple things you'll never ask me to do that again. I will eat some bacon before I go. I will smell like bacon. And I will buy that bacon that gives me heartburn, and I will fart so much you'll never ask me to come back. Just saying. I'm not a
Oh,
hunter.
good grief. All right, so I mentioned this the
I
other
hunt
day.
rocks.
I know you hunt
I
rocks.
don't got to worry about if I've been around something that smells like manure. If I got the wrong deodorant on, I'd have guys that come into my barber shop and they'd be afraid there was too many people in there because they was in between the morning hunt and the afternoon hunt, and they didn't want the scents.
Some people get paranoid. So we were talking about bucks attacking people. So every hunters are.
You know, we're right in his path through here.
Yeah, we are, and that's why I keep looking at. We saw a deer in our last video. It'd be cool to see some deer in this one, or some jackalopes, or stuff like that.
Oh no, I don't want the jackalope. I want Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
I want.
That's us at the.
If
us at
Sasquatch would come hang out with us,
That's us at the pool. You know that, right?
Well,
In our speedos.
if I would put on shorts and take my manly
Mm-hmm.
shirt off here. So I wore the Hunter Orange
I
for safety reasons.
I kind of been asking Bigfoot to stop by and do a guest appearance of this, because he's been pretty upset lately, because everybody's been
You
talking
kind of know
about
where to
it.
drink anything.
Well, we'd share coffee and tea with him, but he's been pretty upset because people are
No,
making fun
nope.
of this.
I draw the line. My tea is my tea.
You're a little bit possessive.
It's my tea.
How is your relationship with God with this mine?
God gave it to me.
Okay. So Bigfoot's been a little upset, and he kind of wants to make it public knowledge of that, because everybody's been picking on him about his big feet. Well, that's a myth. He only wears size 10. I mean, really, actually, he should be called like medium-sized feet.
No,
But
no.
it's not catching on.
I have big feet.
You do have big feet. We can call you Bigfoot.
You know how hard it is to go shoe shopping?
Yes. It's hard to go shopping, period.
Yeah, it's very stressful.
Yes.
The last time I went shoe shopping, and I was down to, I was gonna have to literally put duct tape on the good shoes.
Uh-huh.
And my muck boots are kind of wore out.
Uh-huh.
And I just went into this store in Florida, and I said, I'm not even gonna look at the shoes. Can you just tell me what you have in stock in 14 quadruple E? And the girl just laughed. I'm used to that.
I was in
I'm used to
Florida,
that.
and
But they did have some. She's like, oh my goodness. She says, on here it shows we have 6 pairs in that size.
and you bought all 6 pairs.
I bought 4.
There's
But
no.
I tell you something. Well, I better not even tell this story. I might get sued.
So I went into a hat shop, cowboy hat shop in Daytona, when I was down there, and a world-renowned hat shop. They have all cowboy hats you could ever imagine. And I walk up to the girl and I told her my size. I said, before I even look at any of your hats, I said,
So
do
now
you
you
have,
sound like me.
pretty much.
Okay.
I think I'm rubbing off on you.
I think that's probably the other way around.
So I said,
If you could just learn my driving skills now.
I have never been in an accident. Can you say that?
Well, maybe.
But would it be the truth?
I've had some accidents.
Okay. Okay.
I would be lying.
So I asked her, I said, do you have anything in my size? And she looked it up on the computer. She said, no. But we could order you some. It's a 40% extra special order cost. And we'd have them here in the shop in like a month. I said, I'm not even from here.
Can't get there
That's
from
probably not going to work.
Can't get there from
No,
here.
you can't get there.
Nope.
And so that didn't work out
Man, it's
so
beautiful out.
well. It is beautiful. So I want to talk about this because this is something that's been really bothering me.
You have bothering some problems?
I get bothered by some things in life. I get really bothered by, you know how it used to be the trend on TikTok. We'll call it that.
TikToker.
TikToker. TikTok.
I love it when my little girl comes up with names for stuff.
TikTok.
No, it's TikToker.
TikToker. TikToker. Okay. All right. So we got that. We got YouTube and all these other spaces and all that. And I never fit into any of these spaces. Not because I'm fat, but I just never fit in. But so the trend for the past few years has been watching these videos of these people doing these impossible things.
Like what?
Well, doing impossible shots of basketball or baseball. I had that leaf fell on me.
that was a perfect shot as
It
you were
was.
talking that.
And all these impossible things, and everybody is so like, I'm into guns, so I watch these gun videos and these people doing these impossible stupid things, and it's just stupid.
I seen a video here a while back. This girl was a pretty good shooter. I guess that's what you call them. She took some poker cards and she put them like this. And with her 22 long, cut them cards in half every shot as she walked around. I was like, dang, I can't shoot the broad. See, they make banana clippers for people like me. I need the extra rounds to hit the target almost once.
If you're not a gun person, you don't get his reference there. Banana clip is a long clip that holds more than 5 shells. That's what he's talking about. So it's for people that can't hit very much. That's what he's referring to.
I'm not a good shot by no means.
And
if I would shoot at you this close, I might hit you.
So
that side by side right there, that beautiful Polaris Ranger, I would maybe get a headlight if I was shooting for the middle.
In the old movies, they used to refer to him as the guy, he can't hit the broadside of a barn if you put him in the barn.
Hey, give me a little bit of credit. Good night.
So these videos that come out.
I will say that one time, this raccoon was eating my chicken's throat.
Now we're getting a little disgusting.
It was my favorite chicken. We had this chicken that was
really cool. It was his
cool.
favorite chicken at that moment too.
Well, yeah. Oh, you got me. Got jokes today, folks. Got jokes. By the way, this is pre-recorded. We're actually on Labor Day, but it was such a beautiful day and stuff, and we thought it'd be a great shot. The leaves are falling, the creek's dry, the pasture's still a little bit green. Wanted to get the flowers in the background because we think of weird crap like that as we're on the way here or wherever we're going, because we are a last minute seat of the pants, not thought about what we're going to talk about even. So what was we just talking about?
Folks, do you
Before I went off on that tirade.
Do you see what I have to put up with? So what he was saying about the flowers, I just want to make comments. I had to take a picture of the flowers in the one field and send them to my wife. And if you know me, I'm not normally romantic, but I took a picture of the flowers and I sent them to my wife, and I say, these are the most beautiful thing in the world, but compared to you, they hold nothing. and then my text wouldn't go through because I had no service. So it's kind of sad because it was kind of wasted. Now I feel heartbroken because even though she didn't get it, she's not responding to my gesture of love, and so I kind of feel like jilted. Is that the word? Yeah.
Suck it up.
So, back to this fake, not fake. I don't want to say that, but back to this trend that we've had. And there's
TikToker.
TikToker.
Yeah. I think the millennials would eat us alive on TikTok.
Probably. But let me finish where I'm going with this, and then you can comment on this.
No.
Before you sidetrack me and squirrel me away too much.
We can't film much
So-
longer. I'm about out of tea.
Do you want some of my coffee?
No.
I'll dump it in there.
I will smack you.
So I got a story about that too. So anyways, so the trend for the past few years is done these impossible things. Now, when it comes to shooting, when it comes to range shooting and stuff, and that's what I really enjoy, and I love watching some of that. I'm one of those guys who, you tell me, oh, I can shoot and I pull out $100 bill and say, prove it, and nobody ever. And it's not because I'm super wealthy. I have no money, but it's one of those things with shooting. Men especially, not women as much, but men especially, we get very prideful and arrogant, and we are the best of the best of the best. And yet, when the rubber meets the road, it can't always hold up. And
What about when the rubber meets the grass?
Well,
I like
maybe.
trails better than I do asphalt.
I was watching this one time where this guy's trying to shoot this world record, and he's trying to shoot this impossible shot of a mile long with open sights. Now, folks, I have a hard time at 100 yards, and a mile is somewhere over 1,500 yards. Open sights, forget it. That's just nuts. Well, supposedly he got it after about 80 some attempts. He got his world record, but I think it was more out of luck than actually true. But
Aren't those bullets like stupid expensive?
most of them are hand loaded. Most of them are. Sometimes, if you really want to get particular, you'll make your own bullets. Really, really detailed. So the whole thing is we do these videos to show these impossible things. So you know what the new trend is?
I've been
What's the
waiting
new
for 20
trend?
minutes for you to tell me what the new trend is.
The new trend is to show how they made all these fake videos with all the guys in the green suits and all the behind the scene things, the staging that it took to make up these videos.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's all about now, the whole trend is debunking the fakeness of how this is done.
So we were in, where were we at? Maryland. Me and the wife.
Mm-hmm.
And she did that. She filmed these people filming a TikToker.
Mm-hmm.
For like an hour, she filmed them. They had no idea. And they would pretend to beat each other up 30 and 40 times and slap each other around. And
We could do that for real.
this rocks would really hurt.
But folks, here's my point in this is
Now, if that big buck deer comes down here and you tried to shoot it, I'd have to wrestle you because I want to watch him. I sat the other day just about
When
right
I
where that
put him-
side-by-side's sitting
when I put
and
him on
watched
the
him
wall.
majestically walk across my creek.
When I put him on the wall,
No.
you can come down and watch him all
They're
you
not
want.
pretty at that point.
Um,
I got this little mama with two fawns. What are they called?
babies,
Babies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bambies.
Bambies. Little speckled
Mhm.
dots on them.
Yep.
They've gotten really used to me up there, up by the house.
Mhm.
And I just think they're the funnest things to watch.
Hmm.
Their mom can come up to that 52-inch tall fence I got and just one little leap go, whoop. And they try that 3 or 4 times and they get mad and they just ram the fence. I'm gonna have to go up there and actually work on one of the panels. They have actually really concaved it in pretty bad.
That's terrible. So, in all of this, what I'm trying to say is being authentic.
Is that coral?
I don't know. Is it coral? You're the rock guy. It's a pretty rock to me.
No,
So,
not coral.
being authentic. You know, we're teaching our children, or we try to teach our
Is that like
children all these
USDA
things.
grade?
Yes, USDA
I'm
grade.
prime cut, baby.
We'll just go on from there. So
Hey, we're getting low here.
we're trying to tell our children to be honest. We try to teach our
Be
children
good
to
humanoids.
be good humanoids. In our area, we raise our kids in a godly manner. That we teach them about God, and we try to bring them up in godly teaching. But when we fill our world with non-authentic things like videos, and our whole world is consumed with watching TikTok videos, and that's part of the reason we're out here. We fill our lives with stuff that's not authentic, and then when
I'm pretty authentic.
when people go home,
Are you authentic?
I'm authentic, all 210 pounds of me.
That it?
No, but that was the last time I got on the scale.
Okay.
I haven't been on a scale.
I won't
in a
get
while.
on there first.
I haven't gone on a scale in a while.
Squirrel.
And
can you finish
so,
your good speech here.
So my point being is when you watch something like what Hard Rock and I are doing, this is 100%. This is who we are. The stories we tell
This
about
is
our
true
spouses.
reality.
The stories we tell about our spouses, they are very true. And don't think for a second.
Well, 98%. Sometimes we fishtail them up a little bit. A little. You gotta admit that.
I miled mine down. When I do some of these things to my wife, don't think for a second.
Man, I thought that was a
I don't
snake
get
right there.
slapped upside the back of my head for sometimes what I do.
You got slapped in the head a lot last night.
I did.
Your mouth was bad.
And I probably deserved one or two of those times.
100.
And so those things happen. So I want to tell the coffee story.
No. You have not shut up 1 second.
All right. Well, this is my 4th cup of coffee this morning. So anyways, so where were you at? So I'm with somebody like Hard Rock, and they're a very, very detailed connoisseur of caffeine. And I had a whole thermos, because come wintertime, I travel with a thermos.
See, I didn't get one word in there, Harley. Keep going.
And they ran out of coffee, and I said, I'll share some with you. So I filled their cup up, and they took a sip, and they spit it all right back out in the cup. And they're like, how can you drink that stuff? And they said, how much coffee do you put in there? I said, as many grounds as will fit in the filter. Yeah, they were about gagging for a while after that. So anyways, go ahead. Tell your story. Did you want some of my coffee to be able to keep up?
Whoa. P-52 bomber right there. Get that machete put up. Good night. Hey.
Are you gonna talk? Or are you gonna sit there and twitch?
I thought it'd be nice if I'd just be quiet for a second. People hear, not everybody lives in the country. They can hear the crickets, the tree frogs. Earlier I heard a deer scraping it sound like his antlers on a tree. Probably trying to get the velvet off, maybe. I don't know.
That was you farting.
Nope. I ain't farted a lick since I left your house tonight. That poison you fed us. It was bad. Bad.
That was meatballs. So
They were pre-made, manufactured cardboard something, because I farted her up good.
when I get this out, you kind of turn into that game warden off of Marcel and Eugene when they were out fishing. He wanted to know why they're catching all the fish and nobody else could catch a fish. And so they go out there and they reach in their toolbox and they pull out a stick of dynamite and they light it and they throw it in the water. Go boom! Them catfish come belly up. The game warden said, boys, don't you know that's illegal? And they pull out another stick of dynamite and they lit it and they handed it to him. And he sat there twitching kind of like you. And they said, are you gonna debate this or you gonna fish?
You're a dork.
Want to go fishing?
No, not with you. I like to fish.
There's like a list of things.
My
that
wife
you
doesn't
don't
understand my fishing. She can't comprehend it. I don't keep the fish.
And you're not patient. So how do you sit there with a fishing pole? You have the attention span of a 6-month-old with a toy.
If I don't have a child involved with me, I truly relax. I pray and I am so relaxed when I'm fishing, it's unbelievable.
Why are you never relaxed around me?
Because crap like that.
You're like always on edge for no reason at all.
Kids don't attempt this at home. He's
I'll
not
put
a
that-
professional. I'm not even going to disclaim that disclaimer.
I will put that back over there. Do you feel more comfortable with that over there?
Well, I thought, well, if you wailed it around too much, I'd pick up a 100-pound boulder and shook it over your head and see what you thought. I might be able to pick up a 150-pound boulder. It's been a while since I picked one up that big. I was eyeballing that big boulder right there, and I'm like, can I still pick that rock up? I picked that rock up about 3 years ago. You know why? It caught the bottom of my daughter's four-wheeler, and she got angry. She got stuck, and she thought she was going to flip over. So as any good dad would do, I picked the boulder up, and I threw it off to the side. Then I got a big, huge little girl daddy hug.
Aww.
She was very happy that Daddy moved that boulder for her.
Oh, that's really special.
And we ate lunch here.
You're a pretty sweet guy sometimes.
Sometimes. I like this spot right here. I could take a little. I could just tilt back a little bit more, close my eyes.
And you're gonna break that chair.
Just take a little siesta.
And you're gonna break that chair.
I've been sitting in this chair, son, longer than you are old.
That is true. You are old enough to be around before I was born.
I'm round.
You are round. You are round.
Round's a shape,
So, what do you got planned for this week, Hard Rock? People are curious. I'm curious.
I might just sit right here some more.
Yeah, but the last time you and I hung out together for like more than 10 minutes, both of our wives got irritated with us.
Yep.
I shared with you one of the reasons we do this is because it gives us some solitude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some bro time. That's what she teased me about.
Don't just make it weird. Now you just made it weird. That's like two guys going to a restaurant and they're like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Did you want to go with me?" Men don't talk to each other in the bathroom. I mean, when's the last time you go and talk to some 400-pound biker dude in the bathroom while he's using the toilet? I mean, he'd knock your head in the wall. I mean, guys just don't do that. But women, oh man, they like
30 of them got to go.
It's like a convention, and it's only a single-stall bathroom.
They got to go. It's like a convention.
I truly
That's
believe...
how we could do it. We could have the women's bathroom convention. Has that ever been done?
And I bet you it'd be packed.
We'd sell out.
I bet you we'd sell out.
One stall at a time.
Yeah, we're going to get some hate mail right now for all this. You know that,
I
right?
thought it was funny.
I think it's funny, too, but we're going to get some hate mail.
So I hope you all enjoy our amazing little woods. This is my little slice of life. This is my office for today.
This is God's creation right here.
Got the beautiful rocks, the beautiful leaves, the greenery.
Got our machete.
Would you put that thing up? You're gonna bang that on a rock and call out like a python snake from that show.
Yep. But then we'd have some screaming and some hooting and hollering.
An anaconda.
We're having a good time.
You're weird.
We'd get that snake. We'd wrestle that snake. You hear that story, read that news report. These two guys, it'd be like you and me.
Okay.
Butch and Jimmy driving down the road in Florida. And they stop, and Jimmy's driving, and he jumps out, and he sees a snake tail going in the weeds. And he jumps out, and he grabs hold of that snake tail and starts pulling that 20-foot snake back onto the road. But then the snake started pulling him into the weeds. And his buddy had to get out and help him so they could get the snake back on the road.
Then what?
I just think about that story a lot because if that was you and you jumped out and grabbed that snake, I'd jump over in the driver's seat and leave your sorry butt right there. Ain't gonna happen, buddy. Ain't gonna happen.
Now, I don't like snakes, no big secret. But I have been known, like when I'm deeper in the woods like here, or way up top, I have been known to catch a big black rat snake and take it down there and put it in my hay barn. Just saying.
Yeah, you also got stuff in your freezer that you told me not to look in the bag.
Yep, there's
that's
that too.
That's kind of terrifying.
Don't bring that up any further than right there.
Oh, folks.
It was a mowing accident.
That...
Now, I have a question for you, since you've rambled on for the first 85% of this episode of the Hard Rock
Because you sit there and you twitch.
You wail around a machete.
I get talking and waving with my hands and...
Kids, do not perform this at home in any way.
We
Just
could get
saying.
an authentic line of machetes and sell them and make money. But anyway, so you have a question for me. What's your question?
No, I want a Damascus Bowie knife.
I'll get you a made in China machete.
No.
Okay, so what's your question for me?
Put your phone down. We're in the woods. You're not going to have any reception anyways. That's the great thing about my office.
Oh, I see that.
There's no interpretations of an interruption.
We're in the middle of a big fight with my wife because I'm mad at her now because she didn't respond to the text that she didn't get.
It didn't send.
I know, but this is how most marital dysfunctions work, is they get mad about something that never even happened. Anyways, keep going. What was your story about?
I done forgot.
This is a whole lot of free marriage counseling you were getting right here and right now. Free of charge. Next time it's going to cost. So you were all excited to be talking, and then I get my machete out, and then you
lose
start
focus.
wanting a Damascus steel Bowie knife.
Yeah, or a meteorite. With a dinosaur bone handle. And some blue sapphires inlaid in it.
You don't want much, do you?
I could have had 150 knives in life, and I just want one. Same money, 150 versus one. That math is the same.
Mercy sakes.
I seen one here a while back. Pretty good looking one.
A knife
What I just said.
or a snake?
No, well, I've seen both.
Okay. A meteorite,
Blade.
okay, is made out of meteorite.
Yep.
Did they go up to space to get it?
Nope.
Okay. Says a meteorite.
It's a dinosaur bone handle.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
That is really cool. Why didn't you get it?
The $2,400, but in my defense, you break that down because I'm kind of a rock guy, and rock guys also can do meteorites. That's pretty good math, financially.
Yeah. You should have bought it and flipped it.
No, I'd have just looked at it. I like looking at stuff. See, I used to be a really good artist back in my day.
Really?
Won a gold key from the state of Illinois in the governor's race for art.
Really?
Yep.
What did it unlock?
Just a little gold key.
Oh, but it didn't unlock anything?
I got offered a big scholarship.
Oh.
But when you stare at something, sometimes 10, 12, 20 hours to draw it, to paint it, to decipher it, you get this, you like to just stare at something. Now, like if I was to draw this floor of this creek right here, see, time would change too much. Because this would be a lot to draw or to paint. Because there's too much detail. You got pebbles and flat rocks and round rocks and oval rocks and ugly rocks and pretty rocks. And the leaves are dropping. So you'd come in here and you'd take 30, 40 pictures of the exact same spot with the same camera, and you don't move it, but they'd be in black and white, colored, filtered, altered, colored, and that picks up all your tones and your definitions of your picture. And you just stare at them until you go cross-eyed.
That sounds kind of nuts.
No,
I'll be honest
it's
with
beauty.
you. I
tell you, one of the hardest things I ever drew, everybody's like, oh, people are the hardest. And people are very hard to draw. We had the contest, a number 2 pencil only, which is not a good art pencil. But that was the contest. Had to be, I think it was a 6x8 piece of paper. You can hang the paper either way you wanted it. It had to be a number 2 pencil. Horrible pencil to do art with, in my opinion. And I chose a rose sitting on a piece of driftwood, a worn piece of driftwood.
Most driftwood is worn, I hate to tell you.
The aged in those lines and the definition were so hard to capture.
Really?
Oh my goodness. But that is, I didn't win the governor's race with that one. I run a different contest. I got a check actually. I won a pretty good amount of money.
Can I borrow some of it?
Oh, I was 17.
Can I borrow some
I
of
put
it?
it in my fuel tank. Sucked it right up.
Before you wrecked.
No, it was my truck. I only wrecked it twice.
And you pick on me about my driving. I have never had an accident.
I haven't had one for a zillion years. But I was younger once.
Until just earlier when you were trying to flip the side by side and stuff goes flying out the window and flying out this window and stuff goes jumping up and down. And my poor machete was just clattering around in the back. Yeah, we almost died. We almost died. Yep. My daughter.
Were you pretending to drive her?
My daughter. We'll be going down the road and we'll come down this hill and I'll let go of the steering wheel, go like whee, and my daughter's calm as can be in the back seat. She says, "Yep, we're gonna die. We're gonna meet Jesus today."
You're weird.
That's not me. That was my daughter.
So when we
after,
go to wrap this picture up,
she takes after her.
You think we ought to
mother.
do like a panoramic for all the folks, in case they're city folk or folk that don't get to enjoy this kind of beauty? Sweet, let them see this area.
We probably can.
I don't want them to see where my camera's at, though. It's still.
Yeah. Folks, this is very
Not everybody
beautiful.
watches this for good reasons.
Yes. Yes.
My new camera, I don't want that antenna to go missing.
No. No. Folks, this area is beautiful. This is God's creation, God's nature, trees, grass, weeds, even the rocks, all created by the work of creation that God did. You know, some of these rocks, you know, geodes formed by the flood.
They're older than you.
Some of them are even older than dinosaur dung.
Hey.
But
did you see that piece of petrified dinosaur poop I sold her tonight?
I did.
It was agatized.
I don't even know what that means.
The end of a turd and agatized. It was beautiful.
It looked really beautiful. It was something else.
Yep.
Nowhere's as beautiful as my wife, but it was beautiful.
Maybe to some people the rock was prettier.
Not to me.
It is poop.
Not to me. Well, you know, that is the thing though. Sometimes you polish a turd and it's still a turd. You know, I used to do construction and we'd go in and work on some of these places and you can throw all the money you want at it.
Yep. It's still a turd.
A turd is a turd. You know, I was talking about that with cooking or something. Was it with you that about taking dog poop and putting sprinkles on it and it's still dog poop?
That don't even sound. No, it wasn't me. I'd have slapped you.
You would slap me?
I thought about it just now.
Really?
Yeah. No, that hand's been cut off before. It's okay. Don't work no more, hardly. So.
Folks, walk tall and carry a big machete, but be careful where you carry it because you will get in trouble in certain places. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you need to switch to a small machete. So this is like Big Daddy machete, and then you got to get a small machete. But always walk tall, carry a big machete. I think it's pretty cool. My wife said I need to start carrying a knife, so I think I'm going to start carrying this on a regular basis. You know, you open a bag of potato chips with a 9mm once, and everybody like holds that over your head for the rest of your life and gets mad at you for not carrying a knife. I don't understand it.
Kids, do not.
All right, don't do the things that Woody and I talk about.
Whoa. Who
And
talks about?
Don't do the
You
things
talk
that Woody
about.
and I have done in our lives. Because you might get in a little trouble.
I did wreck a lot that first couple years.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
Well, you know,
I got.
I was 16, had a big block Formula Firebird with T-tops. I was the bomb. And my permed mullet.
Okay, that's disturbing. That's really disturbing.
Hey, I was the bomb diggity, and I had an 8-pack. Now I've just got a round spot.
So now when you go to the beach in your Speedo, you actually shave an 8-pack into your belly.
No, I wear my Under Armour shirt with my long swimming trunks. And I like the swimming trunks with all the Velcro so you can put your credit card in there, and your keys in there, and you don't lose them. One time, we were down in Florida. and there is this really good taco shack on the beach, right down by my daughter's house. This place has the bomb diggity fish tacos.
Bomb diggity.
They are
fish
amazing,
tacos. Okay.
and they have zucchini straws. And I really
Okay.
like zucchinis. You know, I eat a lot of zucchini and mushrooms.
That's devil
So,
food.
I grabbed a $100 bill, and I put it in my Velcroed swimming trunks. We didn't go to the fish taco shack. We were having too much fun. 6 months later, I need to go get them drawers out.
Drawers.
My drawers, swimming trunks, because we're going to go back to Florida. Grabbed another $100 bill, put it in that pocket, because we're going to go to that same beach.
Fish tacos.
Guess what was in there? $100 bill. I forgot to take it out the time before.
I tell you, I've lost.
And I was like, well, I spend a lot of money on fuel and parking. And I thought, well, you know, self, that was an expensive trip on fuel. Just you get that?
So I get that. I don't put much stuff in my swimming trunk pockets because I've lost stuff out of them. And one time when I was...
No, you got to buy the right swimming trunks.
One time...
There's this place down in Florida across from this tea shop I like a lot. They sell fine herbs and teas.
And bathing suits.
Nope, that's across the street. And they had flip-flops, or slides, I should say, that fit me. I was awful excited.
So...
My daughter took me.
So...
Not Ivea.
Stevie. I'm a little tight.
You are more than tight.
In case you've ever noticed that. I'm a little tight. So swimming trunks for me are what is on the clearance rack that's already been there for 3 years. And I've worn swimming trunks that don't always fit right. So I was water skiing one time.
When you're this good looking and this much earth coverage, you buy the right ones.
So,
and especially with the Velcros. I like those Velcro pockets.
So I was water skiing one time. Learning how to water ski.
In New York?
Yep.
Wasn't it cold?
They teach you all.
Was it cold?
I've been in water that's 40 degrees, yes.
You're nuts.
So they teach you how to get up. They teach you how to be on your skis, and they teach you how to get up. You know what they don't teach you?
I want that rock right there.
You know what they don't teach you?
No, give me your machete.
Listen to my story.
I gotta dig a rock up.
Do you know what they don't teach you?
Hand me that knife properly.
They don't teach you how to let go of the rope when you fall.
Okay.
And do you know the human body can skip across water?
And it hurts.
But do you know the human swimming trunks don't always skip with you?
No, they come off.
Yeah, I lost my swimming trunks in the lake one time.
Have you ever had the Mississippi enema? I'll leave that alone.
All right, folks, we're gonna leave that alone.
That rock's no good.
That rock is
I thought that
cute.
had good potential.
No, that rock's got good potential, just like you and me. We
chert.
got good potential.
It's chert, but it's too fractured, so they won't want to nap that.
Well, we better call this a day. Here, give me my machete back.
No.
Hey, don't throw that thing around.
That ringing sound, somebody's gonna make a comment of hate mail.
Well, folks, you know, as my brother always says, you know, it takes
I'm getting chilly.
two to get offended, but it takes one to stay offended.
Okay.
And when you think about that for a while, I pray that you'll understand that. So, we better wrap this up, Hard Rock. Are you going to show people a panorama view?
I think I should. I
Okay.
think we should do the spin motion.
The spin motion? Okay. I will stay right here and enjoy that. That tree's dying. It might be falling over sometime.
Yeah,
And,
it might be.
I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I still got coffee because I was savoring it.
Well, we really filmed a long time. It's 44 minutes and 17 seconds. Thanks for looking, guys, and you have a blessed week and time.